Good morning. Welcome to morning meeting. So here's what's on my mind today. I'm thinking about an episode from Daily Stoic that was talking about self-made people, right? And I'm not one of those people who thinks that or believes that anyone is self-made. I really don't. I think it's fairly arrogant to think that a person would be. There's always someone, somewhere, or something that is helping us along, even if we're not completely aware that that's happening. So I find it really difficult to believe that someone's entirely a self-made person. I can't believe that. I really can't. So I'm reflecting on this and I'm thinking about it, even in my own life, the people, the things, the situations that have helped me along the way to do the things that I wanted to do. For example, I owned a tea company. My husband and I owned a tea company for many years. And when we started that tea company, uh, way back, initially it was kind of a shock for some people that I was going to do that because I was coming from a different industry entirely and had to learn about the tea industry, which I really had an interest in at the time. And I'm like, well, why not? And I didn't want to travel anymore. My other job required a lot of travel. And being in the tea industry, starting up a tea company, wasn't going to do that. And I like tea. I mean, that was essentially it. But when I started that, there were, of course, the naysayers, and they were helpful. I will say this because the people that were naysayers motivated and pushed me to just go, watch me. You don't think I can do it? Watch me. And then the people who were super supportive, well, they're part of the reason why I was able to do certain things. Like one time I needed just a small amount of money to do a specific thing for the business, but we didn't have it. We just didn't have it. And someone close to me came along and said, I will give it to you. You don't have to pay me back. Here it is. Go do what you need to do with it. And because that person did that, we were able to start retailing our teas in a different way. We were able to start doing more of a business to business situation with our tea and all of our teas. It was awesome. I couldn't have done that at that time without that person's help. Many, many years later, we were able to make our company profitable. I left that industry, but I left that industry because I decided I wanted to leave that industry and kind of go back to some other things I was doing. But the bottom line is, no one does anything really without the help of someone somewhere. Even if that someone or that situation is potentially negative, or we label it as negative, it can turn out to be really positive. So that's what's on my mind today. What about you? What do you think about self made people? Leave a comment.